Inverse.
Inverse of a function. How to find an inverse of a function? Now, देखो, for a function to have inverse, it should be 1 1. It should be 1 1 and onto. It should be 1 1 and onto. If not, then it is not invertible. Then it is not invertible. Okay. Read this thing out. पढ़ लिया?
Yes, sir.
Question says कि अगर कोई function inverse निकालना है तो first you have to check it should be 1 1. Second it should be onto. अगर ये दोनों होंगे तभी वो function invertible होगा, else it will not be invertible. Let us solve one question on this. Right now, find the inverse of the function. Find the inverse of the function. Find the inverse of the function f of x is equals to 4x minus 7, where x belongs to real. Where x belongs to real. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now, how to solve it? Just hold on for a second. Okay, now how to go about this thing? Just wait. सबसे पहले we'll prove it 1 1. 1 1 कैसे prove करते थे? If f of x1 is equals to f of x2, this should give me what? This should give me x1 equals to x2. So let us find f of x1. What will be f of x1? That would be 4x1 minus 7. What will be f of x2? 4x2 minus 7. So 4x1 minus 7 is equals to 4x2 minus 7. 7 gets cancelled with 7. So 4x1 equals to x2. 4 gets cancelled with 4. Hence, you can see that x1 is equals to x2.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay? x1 is equals
Yes,
to
sir.
x2. Now, therefore, it is what? 1 1. Clear हो गई?
Yes, sir.
Now, how to prove that it is onto? For onto हमने क्या सीखा था कि let the function be equals to y. तो 4x किसके इक्वल आ गया? y plus 7. तो x की वैल्यू क्या आ गई? y plus 7. Just hold on. So y is equals to x is equals to 4y y plus 7. Now y is a real number. अगर y को real put करूंगा तो 7 is also real, 4 is also real, तो x will also be real. And question में हमें क्या रखा था कि x should be what? Real. ठीक है. Therefore it is what? Onto. अब अगर फंक्शन 1 1 भी हो गया, onto भी हो गया, therefore f inverse x is possible. Okay. Now how will we find f inverse x? ध्यान से देखो, मेरा x क्या आया था? ये आया था. My x was basically y plus 7 divided by 4. Therefore f inverse x कैसे लिखा जाएगा? Simply replace y with x. This becomes x plus 7 equals to 4. This is my answer.
Okay, sir.
Please note it down.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next page. तो अवनी नहीं आ रही आज?
पता नहीं, I guess she's facing some issues. Connection.
Okay. तो हो गया.
ईश्वर हो गया नोट?
Just 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, write down one more question. Let a function f be such that r minus 3/5 belongs to r minus 2/5.
So minus na?
Minus 2/5, not minus 2/5. It is minus 2/5. Be a function defined by 2x upon 5x plus 3. 2x upon 5x plus 3. Find the inverse of function f. Find the inverse of function f. Read the question. अब फर्स्ट पार्ट में हम क्या करेंगे, इसको इनटू प्रूव करेंगे कि क्या प्रूव करेंगे, 1 1. तो 1 1 की कंडीशन क्या है, f of x1 इक्वल्स टू f of x2. तो पुट कर दें 2x1 अपॉन 5x1 प्लस 3 इक्वल्स टू 2x2 अपॉन 5x2 plus 3. 2 gets cancelled with 2. Let us cross multiply it. This will become what? 5x1 x2 plus 3x1 is equals to 5x1 x2 plus 3x2.
The 3x2, right?
Yeah. सब कुछ एक तरफ ले आए.
Okay, fine.
5x1 x2.
Yes, sir.
This gets cancelled with this thing. So it will be 3x1
Yes.
equals to 3x2. 3 gets cancelled with 3. This becomes x1 equals to x2. Therefore it is 1 1.
Yes, sir.
कर लिया ना?
Yes, sir.
For this other part, I'm proving it here only. Let us take y is equals to 2x plus 5x plus 3. Cross multiply. This becomes 5x plus 3y is equals to 2x. So 3y will be what? 2x minus 5xy. Okay. Let us take x common. It becomes what? 2 minus 5y equals to 3y. So x becomes what? 3y upon 2 minus 5y. Okay. Now, over here we can see that this is my y, this is my y, and this is my x. So, if I put anything except 2/5, because on putting y equal to 2/5, the denominator will become 0. Okay, so we need not to put this y as 2/5. If I put anything except 2/5, I can see that for any real value, 3 into y should be real, 2 minus 5 into real should be real, and real upon real is real. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
okay? So that means x is coming out to be what? Real. X is coming out to be what? Real. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it is what? A 1 1. Sorry, that is what? An onto
Yeah.
function. And if it is an onto
Yes,
function,
sir.
therefore f inverse is possible.
Hmm.
How will I write f inverse? F inverse will be simply by replacing
Replace y with x.
y with x. It becomes what? 3x upon 2 minus x. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
could you just repeat that onto part?
Onto part. Beta, it is like I'll put this function equal to y. Cross multiplied it, found out the value of x. X is coming out to be what? 3y upon 2 minus 5y. Now we have to see that if this thing, this is y is what? All real values except 2 by 5. All real
Yeah.
values except 2 by 5. So I cannot put 2 by 5 over here, because the moment I put 2 by 5, it will become, denominator will become 0.
Yeah.
Denominator will become 0, which will make the function infinity. Is that okay, Ishwar?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you put anything real except for that, 3 into real will be real, 2 minus 5y will be real,
Yeah.
real upon real will be real. That means x is what? A real value. That is what x says, that I should be real.
So
Therefore,
x is anything except minus 3 by 5, right?
x is, yes, x is anything except for minus 3 by 5. So this becomes what? An onto function. Is
So
that
if you
okay?
put anything except 2 by 5 for y, you won't get minus 3 by 5
Hmm.
for x.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next slide, Karbi.
1 minute.
Yes, sir.
कर दूं आगे?
1 minute.
संडे को टेस्ट रख लें?
तो संडे मेरा एग्जाम है.
चलो टेस्ट रखना नेक्स्ट वीक में, नहीं तो देखो किस दिन भी देना है टेस्ट, मुझे बता देना.
तो नेक्स्ट वीक रख ले, नेक्स्ट वीक संडे.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं, नेक्स्ट वीक रख लो. इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्री का टेस्ट है.
तो मुझे डाउट है, आई मिस क्लास.
कोई बात नहीं, फिर इसका रिलेशन का फंक्शन.
ओके.
ईश्वर कर दिया नोट.
Ah,
Let us solve the next one. Do this one. If r is, if function f is such that r minus 3 by 5 belongs to r minus 3 by 5 and f of x be the function, and f of x be the function 3x plus 2 whole divided by 5x minus 3, 5x minus 3. Find f inverse x. Try it yourself.
यस सर.
चलिए अब क्या सोल्यूशन है इसका? सबसे पहले हम क्या प्रूव करेंगे? 1 के लिए कंडीशन क्या है? f of x1 शुड बी इक्वल्स टू f of x2। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे कर रहा हूँ मैं। तो क्या बनेगा वो? 3x1 प्लस 2 अपॉन 5x1 माइनस 3। तो इधर क्या बन जाएगा? 3x2 प्लस 2 upon 5x2 minus 3. Let us cross multiply it. It becomes what? 15x1 x2 minus 9x1 plus 10x2 minus 6 equals to 15x1 x2 minus 9x2 minus 10x1 minus 6. This 15x1 x2 get cancelled, minus 9x1 x2 gets cancelled. It becomes what? Minus 9x1 plus 10x2 is equals to minus 9x2 plus 10x1. I'll take the entire thing on the right hand side. Minus 9x1 plus 10x2 plus 9x2 equals to, plus 10x1 equals to 0. Just wait, minus 9, minus 1, this will be this. So minus 9x1 minus 10x2, this will be minus 19x1 plus 19x2 equals to 0. Take minus 19 common, so this becomes x1 minus x2 equal to 0. So x1 minus x2 will be equal to 0. Therefore x1 is equals to x2. Hence the function is what? 1 1. Avni, this is the thing which we have discussed earlier also. ठीक है, वो 1 1 प्रूव करने सीखे थे ना हमने, तो वही चीज हम प्रूव कर रहे हैं दोबारा से। नोट कर लो। कर लिया नो? चलो, अब 1 1 प्रूव करने के लिए क्या करेंगे? लेट दिस बी इक्वल्स टू y। y को हम क्या ले लेंगे? 3x प्लस 2 अपॉन 5x माइनस 3। क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दें। 5xy माइनस 3y इज इक्वल्स टू 3x प्लस 2। ठीक है, x वाली टर्म्स इकट्ठी कर लें, minus 3x and this becomes 2 plus 3y. Let us take x common. 5 minus 3 is equals to 2 plus 3y. So my x becomes what? 3y plus 2 upon 5y minus 3. Okay?
Yeah.
Now let us go back to the question. The question says that this is my y and this is my x. So it says y can be anything real except for 3 by 5. Let us check. If I put y is equals to 3 by 5 over here, I'm showing it in rough to you, it will become what? 5 into 3 by 5. I'll do it over here. 5 into 3 by 5 minus 3. You can see that 3 minus 3, it becomes 0. So denominator is getting 0. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Denominator becomes 0, which is not allowed to us. But if I put anything else apart from that, anything real, 3 into real will be real. Real plus 2 will be what? Real plus 2 will be what? Real. 5 into real is real. Minus 3 will be real. So real upon real is real. So x is coming out to be real for any value, real value.
Yeah.
So that means it is what? So it is an onto function. Got that?
Yes, sir.
So how to find f inverse? अपनी थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना. f inverse. Now over here हमें जो ये वैल्यू मिली थी, ये वाली वैल्यू जो हमें मिली है, ये वाली वैल्यू जो हमें मिली है, इसमें what we will do is we'll put y is equals to x. So the answer becomes what? 5x minus 3. Is that okay? Avni, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Avni, are you there?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Not able to.
आवाज आ रही?
Avni, are you there?
Yes, sir.
समझ आ गया ये?
Yes, sir.
Note it down. Then I'll give you one more question. करें आगे?
Yes, sir.
Write down. This is an important question being asked in boards. Write down. If f is such that r positive to minus 5 to infinity given by f of x is equals to 9x square plus 6x minus 5, show that it is invertible, and hence find A inverse. Try to solve it.
Yeah.
हाँ जी, कैसे प्रूव करेंगे इसको हम? f of x1 equals to f of x2. क्या बन जाएगा ये 9x1 square plus 6x1 minus 5 is equals to 9x2 square plus 6x2 minus 5. ठीक है, ये बन गया. अब सब कुछ इधर ले आए, क्या बन जाएगा, इधर को सब कुछ लेके आएंगे तो क्या बन जाएगा हमारे पास 9x1 स्क्वायर माइनस 9x2 स्क्वायर प्लस 6, पहले तो 5 से 5 तो कैंसिल ही हो जाएगा ना, 6x1 माइनस 6x2 इक्वल टू 0. अब इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं 9x1 माइनस x2 इंटू x1 प्लस x2, और यहाँ पे हम क्या लिख सकते हैं 6 कॉमन लेके x1 माइनस x2 इक्वल टू 0. अब नहीं समझ आ रहा है हमें,
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा लाउडली, एनर्जी इतनी कम क्यों है? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
तो अब क्या कॉमन ले सकते हैं इसमें से 3 कॉमन ले सकते हैं, x1 माइनस x2 वी कैन टेक आउट कॉमन. सो क्या रह जाएगा इसकी जगह पे x1 प्लस x2 प्लस 2 equal to 0. So taking 3 to the other side, it will get cancelled. So it just becomes what? Now we know that x1 minus x2 can only be 0 because over here 3 numbers are positive and positive numbers on adding up does not give me negative. So x1 minus x2 has to be 0. So x1 किसके equal आ गया x2 के. Therefore function is what? 1 1. Is that okay?
So could you just repeat that?
Beta, see over here x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus 2 equals to 0. Now my point is that this cannot be 0. Reason being what? Y is positive, 2 is positive. 3 numbers being positive on added up cannot give me negative, cannot give me 0. So for the reason for this to be 0 can only be what? x1 minus x2 is equals to 0. If x1 minus x2 is equals to 0, therefore x1 is equals to x2, which is the condition for 1 1 function.
Yeah.
Please note it down. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now the next condition will be what? Let us put 5 y is equals to, y is equals to, it will become what? It will become 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Okay. Let us take y onto the other side. This will become what? 6x minus 5 minus y. Now this is basically a quadratic equation in terms of x. If I compare this with ax square plus bx plus c, I can very easily say that a is 9, b is 6 and c is what? Minus 5 minus y. हम सब ने क्लास 10th में ये फॉर्मूला पढ़ रखा है, माइनस बी इज इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac अपॉन 2a, finding up the roots. Okay, and now let us find what will be this. This will be x will be equals to what? Minus b will be what? Minus 6. B square will be what? 6 square minus 4 into 9 into minus 5 minus y upon twice of a, that would be 2 into 9. Is that okay? Minus 6 plus minus 36. Now it becomes minus into minus becomes plus. 4 into 9 is 36. 5 plus y divided by 18. Is that okay with all?
Yeah.
Minus 16 plus minus 36. 36 into 5 will be what? 180 plus 36 y divided by 18. So minus 6 plus minus is what? 36 plus this will be 216 plus 36y upon 18. Now if I take 36 common from here, because of square root 6 will come outside. This will become 36 into 6 and this will become y divided by 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Now if I take 6 common from here, if I take 6 common from here, this will become what? This will become minus 1 plus minus 6 plus y upon 3. Is that
Yeah.
okay? Please note it down
Yeah.
till here. Avni, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
When you're done, please tell me.
Done, sir.
Should be done. Avni?
Yes, sir.
Now we can see that x is what? X is minus 1 plus 6y. 6 plus y upon 3. Let us go back to the question. We can see that the value of y is what? It is from minus 5 to infinity. Minus 5 to infinity. Rough work may let us put x is equals to minus 5. Sorry, y is equals to minus 5. Y is equals to minus 4. Y is equals to minus 3 and y is equals to minus 2. We'll just check the nature of this 6 plus y. If I put this 6 plus y will become what? Square root of 1, which is equals to 1. This becomes real. So if this is real, this is real, this is also real. So x becomes real.
Yeah.
Okay. If I put minus 4, it will become what? Root 2. Root 2 is what? Again a real number. So this is again real, this is also real, x becomes real. On putting minus 3, this becomes square root of 3. This is real, this is real, this is real, this again becomes real. On putting minus 2, this becomes square root of 4, which is equals to 2, which is a real number. On putting minus 1, this becomes square root of 5, which is again a real number. On putting y equal to 0, again I am getting root 6, which is a real number. So you can see that for all the values which is given to us for the condition of y, whenever we put it over here, the square root is not giving us a complex number. It is always giving us what? A real number.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Therefore,
Yes, sir.
for every value of y according to the question, x is what? A real number. Hence the condition is clear. It becomes what? An onto function. And if it is an onto function, therefore it is invertible. How to find f inverse x? Minus 1 plus minus root of this divided by 3. So this will be your inverse function. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Avni, yes, no?
Yes, sir.
ये वाली चीज करके दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is just for the explanation point of view. We need not to do this. Shall we move on to the next concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So solve this last question for today. That is, a function f is such that function f is such that f belongs to natural to natural, natural to natural, and f of x is given by x square plus x plus 1. Try to solve it. And the first part, f of x1 should be equals to f of x2. This becomes x1 square plus x1 plus 1 equals to x2 square plus x2 plus 1. 1 gets cancelled with 1. x1 square minus x2 square plus x1 minus x2 equal to 0. Now I can say that x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus x1 minus x2 is equals to 0. I can take x1 minus x2 common. This will become what? x1 plus x2 plus 1 equals to 0. I know that this part cannot be equals to 0. Therefore, x1 minus x2 equal to 0, which will give us what? x1 equals to x2. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Only one yes. What about you, Ishwar?
Yeah.
Avni?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, second part will be what? Therefore, it is a 1-1 function. What is onto function? How do we check? Let y be equals to x square plus x plus 1. So So if I take it equals to 0, x square plus x plus 1 plus y. So this is basically a quadratic equation in terms of x. Let us compare it with this. So a becomes 1, b is also 1, c becomes 1 plus y. Now using the formula minus b plus
It
minus
is 1 minus y, right?
One minus
या
y.
1 माइनस वाई। मैंने जान के लिखा था साथ सो दैट आई नो कि हाँ पता लगे कि आप लोग सो तो नहीं रहोगे। माइनस बी प्लस माइनस बी स्क्वायर minus 4ac upon 2a. Let us put the values back in here. So x becomes what? Minus 1 plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This becomes minus 1 plus minus this minus 4 plus 4y upon 2. This one solving becomes what? Minus 3 plus 4y upon 2. Let us simplify it and write it in a proper way. This becomes this. So my x is basically this value, 1 plus minus
Sir,
4
it is
minus.
4,
It is
4y minus
4y minus 3. Is that correct now? Now let us go back to the question and
Yes,
see
sir.
what is the nature. The nature of y is natural number, so x should also be natural number. Let us try to put y as 1. If I put y as 1, 4 into 1 is 1, 1 minus 3 will be 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Is that okay? So 1 minus 1 will be 0. 0 divided by 2 is what? 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. That means x equal to 0 when y is equals to 1. Therefore, x does not belongs to natural number because 0 is not a natural number. Yes or no? I have put the y as natural number, and for that I am getting, I put y as the smallest natural number, that is y is equals to 1. I have put y is equals to 1, for which I am getting x is equals to 0, which is not a natural number. Therefore, for every value of y, we are not getting a natural number of for x. Is that okay? ठीक है. Hence हमारी condition true नहीं हुई. Therefore, it is not a 1-1 function. I repeat, it is not a 1-1 function. Sorry, it is not an onto function. If it is not an, if it is not an onto function, therefore f inverse is not possible. Because हमारी condition क्या थी f inverse के लिए? It should be onto as well as 1-1. हाँ या ना? Clear हुआ सबको? श्रुति पता लग गया?
Yes, sir.
अवनी?
Yes, sir.
श्रुति आपको?
Yes, sir.
ईश्वर आपको?
समझ में आ गया सर.
करने जी. ठीक है, तो लिख दो. As it is not an onto function, therefore f inverse is not possible and hence it is not invertible. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Chalo,
Yes,
let us revise it once more. Today I started off with the lecture, and in the lecture I started to discuss how to find inverse of a function. For finding the inverse of a function, I told you that the function should be 1-1 as well as onto. Then only it is invertible and hence f inverse x can be found. If it is not either 1-1 or onto, then f inverse x cannot be found. और onto 1-1 चेक करने के लिए हमने वही कंडीशन यूज की, f of x1 equals to f of x2 should give us x1 equal to x2. ओके, आप देख सकते हो ये कर रही है मैंने कंडीशन यूज. और onto चेक करने के लिए वही की y के इक्वल पुट कर दिया फंक्शन को and got the value of x in terms of y. Once I have the value of y, once I have the value of x in terms of y, उसके बाद मैंने पुट किया कि नेचर क्या है y और x का. अगर for that nature of y we are getting the same nature of x, that means what? The condition is true and hence it is onto. और हमारा नया स्टेप क्या था? जो भी x की वैल्यू आई थी उसमें अगर मैं y की जगह x पुट कर दूं y की जगह मैं x पुट कर दूं, तो जो ये फंक्शन बन रहा है वो क्या है मेरा f इनवर्स x, वो क्या है मेरा f इनवर्स x। इज दैट ओके? ठीक है जी।
Yes, sir.
सब में मैंने यही कंडीशन यूज करवाई हैं आपको। और लास्ट वाले क्वेश्चन में जाके हमने क्या देखा कि द फंक्शन वाज नॉट ऑन टू, हेंस इट वाज नॉट इनवर्टिबल। ठीक है, तो जो अब आपको मैंने एक्सरसाइज पिछले में होमवर्क दी थी, ठीक है, वो आपको पता लग गया एफ इनवर्स कैसे निकालने हैं उसके अंदर। वो सारा वही सेम प्रोसेस है कि ऑन टू चेक करो, 1 1 चेक करो, उसके बाद एफ इनवर्स एक्स निकालो। तो पिछले क्वेश्चन, पिछले कॉन्सेप्ट की एप्लीकेशन हमने आज यूज की एंड वी फाउंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ एफ इनवर्स एक्स। ठीक है, चलो, द नेक्स्ट क्लास विल बी ऑन फ्राइडे, दैट विल बी एट 9 o'clock। ठीक है, वो लिंक मैंने आपको सेंड कर दिया है आज ही, तो आप उसको देख लीजिए।
Sir, we have it at 8:15.
The day after I have some work, so if I'll get free, I'll be upon the session. ठीक है, else at 9 o'clock we'll have it.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है जी, संडे का टाइम डिस्कस करने के, सैटरडे को जो भी रखना होगा।
Okay, sir.
ठीक है जी, चलो, क्लियर है? अब नहीं आपको बेटे, लेट ज्वाइन किया था आपने आज, समझ आ गया क्या कर रहे हैं हम क्वेश्चन में?